107.7 WIBK Rascal Flats, and Life is a Highway. In studio with Dom Irrera. Dom has been on all kinds of television shows. You go to Side Splitters this weekend to see him right here in Knoxville, sidesplitterscomedy.com, or call 934-LEFF. Of all the television shows that you were a part of, Dom, is there a favorite that you had that was really fun that you...
King of Queens was
Really?
a lot of
I
fun.
love that show.
And the problem with King of Queens was it was too much fun.
Yeah.
Because those guys live there. You know, they
Yeah.
live at the UPS office wherever they work.
Right.
And I'm working there, and I know Kevin James from stand-up. So the whole week we're like doing the treadmill, and we're writing jokes. He was hosting the Golden Globes or something. He was hosting one of those award shows. But what I didn't realize was by the end of the week, I had a lot of lines, and I didn't know them. I'm going to tell you, that's like an actor's nightmare.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
they're going, and I mean, I finally got them, and then I improvised, and it worked out fine. If you see it, you'd never know it. But I was really hurt. I mean,
Petrified.
it taught me a lesson about studying, because they do it every day.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like I do stand-up every day, and it flows because you do it, like you guys with this show. You know what I mean? But if you imagine not doing this for a year and coming and having to do the show like for 4 hours, whatever you do.
Right.
And that's what it was like. That was terrifying.
Because you do it in front of a live audience.
Yeah.
So.
I hate that.
Mhm.
Because you can't. You're
Right.
somewhat playing to them like it's theater, but you're also the important thing is the camera.
Right.
You know, and I did this show called Till Death, and it had a very quick death. It was Brad Garrett's show last year.
Oh yeah.
And one of the coolest thing was the guy's name was Don Rio. He's his old producer, and I said they switched shooting dates, and I said, Don, I don't know the lines. He goes, Don, the hell with the lines. He says, you had the idea, just be funny. I go, oh, whatever. Because I played an obstetrician. Is obstetrician the one who delivers babies?
Yes.
Obstetrician were people who were having babies who couldn't afford to have babies.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like a low rent obstetrician.
Right.
You know, talking about like how, they talk about childbirth being beautiful. I go, you've never seen anything. This kind of guy. It is. I can't look myself.
It would seem to me that you'd probably enjoy doing shows like Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's just sort of the ideas there. And then
Yeah, well, I would love to do. But see, Larry David doesn't want to have a lot of the people that were characters on Seinfeld. Like Bobby Jewell, and Bobby's a terrific comedian, by the way. We're working together this weekend at Side Splitters, and my ex-wife is the host of the show.
Yeah.
And she was on Seinfeld, but she did 4 episodes. She played the mother of the ugly baby.
Oh yeah.
But
That's your ex-wife?
Yeah, but Larry doesn't want her on the show because she's too recognized.
I see.
So he didn't like any. He wanted to separate from Seinfeld.
I got you.
You know.
But that would be pretty fun to do a show like that. I guess it's
Oh, I
different
love that. Yeah.
when you're delivering, like when we're talking about King of Queens or whatever, delivering somebody else's lines they've written for you. That's
It's harder. You know what's really fun? I like Craig Ferguson.
Yeah.
And because Craig Ferguson is one of those guys like your show. You know, everything's not set up. You don't go, well, Dom, I understand that you have a Maserati or whatever it is. You know, some absurd like leads me into the bit. And I'm thinking, why do you want to hear me do? Hopefully I'm funny. I don't want to hear the same material you're going to hear that night. You know, if it comes out, great. But on Ferguson one time, and this is how cool and improvisational the show is. He introduced me. He says, you can see him at the Denver Comedy Works. Good comedian, huh? You see him at the Denver Comedy Works this weekend. And so I get out on stage and I go, thanks a lot, Craig. I did that last week, but thanks for post-plugging our show. So I'm so hot now. I didn't tell people where I am until I left.